This is the month of clarity and energy. What's up, beautiful people? I am Zay Faith, and this
And
is
I'm
my
Devann
lovely
Edwards. I had to just say,
partner,
sorry. No joking. Go.
Devann Edwards. And you're alive. You're alive with Zay and Devann. How are you
Mhm.
feeling today? Let us know
I'm
where
feeling
you're
great.
watching from. Drop it in the comments. So I am in beautiful South Carolina, United States right now. And Devann is currently in
Oh, should I say it
London,
this time or do
UK.
you want to guess? No joking.
London, UK.
London. Yes, I'm in London.
So we're coming live. So we really want to actually connect with you. That's honestly what this is about, and not be get straight to it. We want to connect with you, and we really want to empower you to your next level. So we support leaders to really have faith in themselves and like learn skills and really tap into your energy. That's what we're all about. And so over the course, we want this to be a long-term thing as far as us going live consistently. If you have been around our community, we used to actually go live like every day. And then the business changed, and so we were uh in our process. We were in our process, and now we definitely see the need for the connection with the community. And so we will start by going live more often. Right now, we have it scheduled in our calendar to do at least once a week, but who knows? Maybe we'll pop in there more often, and we'll update you as things continue to change. That's the beautiful thing about life. We get to make a decision at any moment. And so, yes. Devann, what you got to say to the beautiful people?
Well, I mean, how's everyone feeling? Like we're here. Four has it's not disappointed, but at the same time is like, whoa, it's been a lot. So a lot has gone on. And one thing I've realized is that that's why like we talk about energy and clarity is because a lot of people are in like turbulence. A lot of people are confused. Um, like put in the comments below if that's how if you're feeling that if you've been feeling that way these past few months. And again, a lot of things are going on. And what's important is that we gain control and structure over our personal life so that the outside doesn't affect us in the way that we don't want it to affect us. We get to project how that looks. And it's funny because you it's like our perspective has to be opened for us to really entertain that as well. And for Zay and I, like traveling, for example, let me just say, traveling, for example, has opened our eyes and our hearts and our minds. Wanted, but now we have clarity. Now we have it's more tangible. Now we have a grasp on okay, no, okay, we can really we can really have this. We can really create this. We can really experience, live this. And
Yes.
yeah, so we went to Jamaica. They went to Barbados as well, Puerto Rico. She could tell you all about that. And it's like because we're both in a transition period where it's like I won't be in London long. It's like I'll be gone soon. I'll be gone. So I'll be gone soon, and it's interesting. Like just moving out of London to another country by maybe end of the year next year, and it's it's allowed for a lot of reflection. It's like, oh, what I don't want, what I do want.
Mm.
Because what I realized is, let's say, for example, Jamaica's clear skies. I didn't see one, like, compared to London, I didn't see one plane in the sky, not one piece of noise around my area. Like I could hear myself thinking. Like usually I have to close the windows just so I can like hear myself. And it's those little things. Like once we realize that okay, we can create the health, wealth, and whatnot. It now comes to that inner peace where it's like we if we to in order to reach our total freedom, our ideal of total freedom, we have to be able to structure ourselves, our life, and it gets to be aligned with what we want and how we want to be. And so for us as well, it's been a real no, for me personally. I'm gonna let me speak for myself personally. For me, it's been a very leadership like movie. It's been a movie in terms of me empowering myself to be the leader I know I am, and that I get to be, just in every way, whether it's business, whether it's like in my personal, and really like show, not just be like an unconscious competent, or but like be conscious competent, but allow others to experience that they can be consciously competent in this as well, but in their own way. Like you get to understand what type of leader you are, what type of impact do you naturally project, and are you taking hold of that? Because there's so many opportunities around that we was exposed to years ago, but it's like now all of a
Yeah,
sudden it's like people doing this now. I was like, well, we've been new about that, but
yeah.
did we take the opportunity in the way that it? Did we maximize the opportunity then?
So annoying.
Crazy, isn't it? And so what we knew then, like what we know now is what we knew then. But it's now we know it. Knowing it now, it's a different story because we know how to operate with and cut out the fluff. We can cut out the fluff because we've been through some of these processes where like we know what to do. So we just get to do it and get to be intentional and committed towards what the action step is, or what the goal and the mission is.
Yes. Clarity and energy, like Devann said, like the more clarity we have, the more, what I'm hearing him say, the more authentic we can be and we can fully live our life. I was
Yeah.
listening to um Reverend Ike this morning, and I say it all the time, but to hear it again about so many people go through their entire life without living. And
Mm,
I know for me, that was my prayer for a long time. I'm like, I want to live my life now. I want to live my future now. I mean, I used to like, oh my gosh, be just like, oh, like frustrated because I'm like, I understand like this is the process, but I'm ready to live and experience now. And you know, now that I'm 2024 has been very interesting, and I'm so grateful for this first half of 2024 because I'm looking and I'm like, I'm actually living my life. I'm doing all the things, like I'm experiencing. I feel free. I feel authentic. I'm being and
mhm,
that was my prayer for so long. So I'm just so grateful. I have so much gratitude. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But what the band is saying, so much clarity, everything is full circle. And so I actually believe when they say we have everything we need right now, because on our journey, like the man said, like there were tactics, there was marketing, there were business strategies that we were educated in the beginning of our journey or over the past however many years, and we know how to do it, but we didn't continue doing it. Lives,
mhm,
for example, right, just to call ourselves out. But like just the value of having personal brands, like we were educated on this stuff a long time ago. We know how to do it, but we didn't just stay with the boring stuff. We didn't continue showing up in the way that we knew how to, or we had learned, we paid to learn how to show up, right? And so now we are being exposed to high net worth communities, and they are still doing the basics. They're still doing the same thing. Now they're training people to do the same thing that got them to where they are. And so it's kind of like that's frustrating because it's like, man, if I just would have kept it on, like, I mean, I'm grateful where I am. Thank you. I truly am. And imagine the impact that I could be creating had I just had I just fulfilled the simple uh, daily operations, right? And so, but now we have the clarity, right? Because and we weren't ready, right? We get to just be grateful for our journey because at the time, we felt we needed more clarity. But
Mhm.
if we really look back, what we knew was enough. Everything was already clear. We didn't need anything else. And that was, and so at one of the most recent masterminds that I went to this month when I was in Puerto Rico, is I literally was like, I'm not taking no more notes. Like I've have notes on this already. I'm literally just going to sit here and absorb the the energetic um meaning of what these people are saying, because I know the tactics of what they're saying. I mean, there are a couple of tweets that of course I'm going to take notes on, but it's not about me needing all the details anymore. It's more so of me, they're saying this, but how can I give that meaning and purpose and and imprint that on my being so I don't have to listen to the
Mhm.
same damn webinar again because I know how to do the easy steps. Like I just get to implement, like how can I imprint what they're saying into my being so I can just execute without the doubt or the fear or the low vibe thoughts, right? And so
Yeah.
having that clarity, right? So I have that clarity now. And clarity comes through, I think clarity comes through authenticity. Clarity comes through trust
Yeah.
and connection, right?
Yeah.
That's how we get clarity. We when we're not grounded, when we're not trusting in ourselves, trusting in our journey, when we're not being authentic and saying, okay, well, this is who I am right now. This is how I can be. When we're not being authentic, we're not willing to connect with others unconditionally, we're not going to be clear. We get
Yeah.
clarity when we're authentic, we're trusting, and we're in connection. And energy, you know, I've been coaching, I've been doing some trainings, and actually, I'm gonna go back even before this. About 2 years ago, um, I committed to owning my my energy because prior
Mm.
to that there were moments in my life where I would be feeling really good. And then there would be other moments where I would be very, very low. And I felt like it was all outside of me. I'm like, why? Like, why get, I felt like I couldn't lead myself energetically and I didn't know what was happening. It felt like I was a puppet and things were just happening. And I'm just like in this bottle, like being shook around. And then,
Pinocchio out here.
hmm? Pinocchio.
Pinocchio. For real, innit?
Yeah. And then I was educated that I get to choose my energy. And part of that, what I realize now, I was afraid of my authenticity and who I am when I am 100% my energy. I was afraid of it, if I'm being real. Now I know I get to choose how it is expressed. Before I was a victim to it. Like, oh, I don't feel good, so that means I can't contribute today and serve others. Or I'm so fired up, but I also don't want to offend people because everybody's not
Yeah. That part.
right.
That
But
part.
now I get to choose, like, I get to choose this energy. I get to choose to live every day. I get to choose to show up, be big, be bright, and accept that it is for those who will receive it, as long as I'm doing it from a place of love.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting because like these patterns, they came like even like the past 2 years they've come up constantly like nudging us, and that's why we ended
Mhm.
up taking up the mantle of accountability, because it's
Yes.
like those signs is like the signs of, oh yeah, people telling you you're a leader, people telling you like, oh, you got big things going on, and I'm like, there was times where I was like, really? I was like, I mean, I know
Mm.
it, but I was like, show me more, because I can't see it fully as you can see it. Uh, and so, but over time, again, of course, I learned to
That's a
accept
good.
it.
I want to go deep on. We got to do a live on what you just said right there. The
Mm,
the
mm.
the part of like us being leaders, but us not being able to see. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm like, we get to take a
Yeah, no, that's
note
good. That's good. That's good.
and do a live on that, because that's like imposter syndrome. That's not,
Yes.
not being congruent in alignment. So I'm sorry, but you were saying,
Yeah, and it's like the patterns as well, because those patterns kept coming up. It literally made us lose function in a sense. So it's like we weren't functional in our life, or as functional in our business, because we weren't functional with our way of being.
mm-hmm,
We weren't functioning in the way that we were designed to. We're like so like knowing that we're leaders, but we're not functioning as we know what's we know we are. So it's like you're really it's like you're it's like lying to yourself.
mm-hmm,
It's like, oh no, I'm this way, but why am I projecting it? Why am I not projecting the way I am? Why am I not projecting the fact that I I have big visions? Why am I not projecting the fact that I know how
mm-hmm.
to create value? Why am I not projecting the fact that I can lead others and lead by example? Why am I not projecting the fact that I can lead my life in the way that is maybe unorthodox to many, but it's true to me? Why did I not project that? And so it's like going through. It was like a whole journey going through that, and that's what makes us better. That's what allows us to get clarity. That's what allows us to even get our energy back, because the energy is always stored. Doesn't disappear. It's just transformed. But
Yes,
is it where's the energy getting held? Is it getting held in a place in your body that's making you dysfunctional in
yes,
your way of being? You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's like that's something that like leaders, professionals, we get to peel peel and really uncover and really take introspection of, so that we can address it, meditate on it, elevate from it, grow from it, and then just create some greatness, create excellence.
yeah,
And so that's why like I'm excited. I remember we you was talking about the Kwanzaa term Kuji Chagalia, which is
yeah,
self-determination, right?
yes,
And so it's like you you're determined because there's this innate desire, there's this innate goal of yours to express yourself, and you have some structure around that. Determined to do it, because if you don't do it, then that's not life. You want to live your life, but if you like you're living you're determined to live your life, but by being determined to be your life, you have to also be in alignment with your identity, be in alignment with the energy that matches that identity, be in alignment with the actions you get to take that match your vision, that match the way you want to lead your life. And so it's a beautiful season, even though like again we see turbulence, chaos, whatnot. It's a beautiful time to get yourself together. It's a beautiful time to get yourself together, because when you
yeah,
get yourself together, so many more doors, so many more epiphanies will open up for you.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I do want to add. I don't know why well, maybe I'll do that later. So I'm going to ask. So what do you feel that you need clarity on right now? What is that thing? Like, what do you feel like you need clarity on? And
Mm.
we invite you to look around your life for the evidence. right? So if you feel like you need clarity on how to grow on social media, what other areas of your life, I don't know why I'm saying that, but what in what other areas of your life have you figured it out? So ask yourself, do the activity, write it down, look in the mirror, do a voice recording. In what areas of your life do you feel that you need clarity on? Because it's all a feeling. You can say, oh,
Yeah.
what that you think that you need clarity on. That's the first part in order to getting to the other side of clarity. And then two, what is your issue with your energy? Let's just get into it. What's your problem with your energy? What is your problem with your energy? Like, if you were in control of your energy, if you were, how would you show up? What would be required of you? What things do you need to do in order to own your energy? Right? So those are the two questions as we explore the journey of generating more clarity and sustain energy into the world. And the most important thing is, if you don't want to have these issues and the problems over the next year, next 50 years of your life, we get to do the work now. We get to work it
Yes.
out. We get to freak it. We get to facilitate ourselves. We get to work, exercise ourselves. We get to practice with ourselves on trusting that we have enough for our clarity. We don't need outside validation. And that we can't and we get to choose our energy. So what things did not, for me, my energy is off
Yes.
when I don't, like, if even if I've been in the house all day, if I go to sleep and I don't shower, like, I have to shower at night in the morning. Like, I realize that I sleep so much better and it helps me wake up better. And then in the morning, I like to work out, so it feels like I deserve a shower. Like, and I'm being real, because some of us, we like know that, you take a bath at night, you clean up in the morning, and you go, like, that's how I was raised as a child. But as an adult, I realized, like, I need that extra shower in the morning to help me wake up, because the energy, it just, I need a shower about every 12 hours. I think I'm a mermaid. I think
Mm,
I think I believe I'm a mermaid. I'm just experiencing this life in human form right now, because I wake up when I'm around water. Like, water, it just, it's something about it. I'm connected to it. I'm a water sign, actually. Isn't that
oh yeah,
crazy?
you are, isn't it? Oh yeah.
So but yeah,
It's not
I'm
that
telling y'all
crazy.
all my business. But for me, in order to get my energy right, I get to take a shower at night. Cause, okay, like last night, I was like, oh no, I felt clean, like I've been in the house, whatever. And I was like cozy on the chair, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna take a nap here. And then I woke up and I'm like, that was not the best quality sleep, because I just know, it's just part of my night routine. It's part of my morning routine to shower twice a day. It just is, and then I had the thought, like,
Mm,
oh, but you're wasting water. But I'm like, it makes me feel alive. Moving my body, that helps me be in charge of my energy. When I stretch, when I get outside and I go for a walk,
mm,
when I actually, like, if I have a lot of energy built up inside of me, I know I need to, like, work out, do a hard workout and not a little walk, because then my energy still is kind of sluggish. So, what are the activities that you get to do in order to own your energy? It's easy, it's simple. We just get to
mm.
choose.
You know what's crazy? As I was typing this, I was like, this is an interesting word. Own. Like own comes in, like, literally, like, you can dissect that in
Okay.
three different ways. Own, now, one, own. So it's like,
Mm.
when you're taking ownership of your energy. That's connected to what you're doing now. And once you own it, you've won.
Mm. Wow.
Own your when you get to when you own your energy, you've won. You won the day.
That's good. On
You have
now
won the day.
one. That is so
Crazy.
good. Yes. Wow.
Okay, well,
That is
that's all, folks.
all.
No, I'm joking.
So you were live with us. No, so let us know, like for real, all these questions that we ask, you get
Yeah,
to answer for yourself. I mean, it would be great if you answer them in the comments below so we can talk about it together. But
yeah. Comment clarity or DM us clarity if you wanna really if you want us to dive more deeper on this. If you want to learn more about clarity, yeah, and seeking clarity and creating clarity and claiming clarity. Comment and DM that in the comments below.
yes, clarity, energy, let's go, let's grow. Clarity, energy, let's go, let's grow. Hey, Kelly. Uh, 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 and then imagine you wanting, I'm just kidding, you winning your energy by trusting your clarity. Mm, this is good. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And honestly, like as we our intention, I feel so like free because I just trust that we will attract the leaders who who can hear us and who will be best impacted on how we can contribute to them. I don't even feel
Mhm.
the pressure to be like promote this super hard. I just feel like there are people who are ready, who know, like for instance, for like this month we're focusing on clarity and energy. There are people who know, like, it's my energy. Oh, I have this issue with clarity, that I'm not trusting, I'm not being authentic, I'm not being connected. And they're gonna tap in and we're gonna be able to support them. And so if that is you, let's work. Let's work. Um, yeah. I mean, I feel so unattached. I feel so neutral about this. And I just invite you, if you're in the point to where you are like you made it this far in this video and you're like, I just invite you to trust yourself. Trust yourself. And let's work, because when we actually work and do, and I like to say exercise, because we all have a relationship. When we exercise, most of the time it's not glorious and great. It's like, oh, but it's
But
always
it's always
beneficial. When we
beneficial.
finish, we like, oh, I done won. You know what I'm saying? So let's exercise our clarity. Let's exercise our energy. And let's go. Let's grow. If there's anything that
Indeed.
Devann and I can support you, you can definitely reach us out on any platform. We like LinkedIn right now because we're professional. No, but you can hit us up on any platform, Instagram, whatever, 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 all of them. And let us support you. And we will see you at the top, at your next level. We need a closing. We need an outro. Give us an outro.
Yes.
All right. See you on the next live.